Oh, hi everyone, and welcome to the Holmfirth Tavern quiz. There, sorry about that. We have to make sure that we coordinate with the sound off on the telly and the sound on the YouTube. But I normally turn the sound off on the telly, but not turn it on the YouTube. So silly me. We've got a bit of a roll call. We've got a few people joining us for tonight's quiz, so welcome all. We've got the Spaniards. Welcome to everyone. Come on, tell me who. Don't just say the Spaniards. Tell me who's behind the screen. I want to see everybody. I want to see the names of the people who are there. So we've got the Spaniards. Welcome, Alison and Andrew. I presume it's Andrew. Gary, DJ, Duncan. Hi, you're all good here. I presume again it's Helen and Gary. But Gary, you never tell me that it's Helen. Although I do presume that Helen's probably in charge of the old keyboard there. Who else we've got? We've got Jerry and Mike. Welcome, Jerry and Mike. Long time no see. I hope all is well with you guys. We've got Rob and Rebecca. All good. Good evening from there. And we've got the Bardsleys as well. Look at this. This is a perfect example. Spaniards you could learn from the Bardsleys. Look at this. Right. So good evening from Devon, Hillary and Carl Bardsleys of Batley. There you go. Perfect. It's almost in tune. Right. There we go. We've got Paul, Gary, and Granville from Murfield. There you go. I've got it out of them. Got it out of the Spaniards. Who's playing on the old TAV quiz tonight? We've got a bit of a quiet one here, so hence why I'm a little more attentive to our beautiful audience at home. So why don't you let me know what your team names are tonight? Entertain me. Give me some quiz team names tonight, and let me know what you're going to be calling yourselves. And what I'll do is I will give you a bit of a call out as and when they come through. Right, what we're going to do is, as always, it's the normal setup of the quiz. We've got the Soup 7, so we'll run through each round. We'll probably have a little bit of shorter break than normal between rounds 4 and 5, so make sure you are really on it with your anagrams tonight, because if you're not, you will miss it and you'll be chasing your own tail. So, here we go. So, hopefully you have got pens and paper at the ready as normal. That is what you require to do the Holmfirth Tavern quiz. What would you like? Would you like an invite to a Mega Charizard race? I can't. Come on, guys. You can't do that to me. I've already had another one whilst I've been here. You can't do it. I mean, if it was Gyarados, whatever it's called, I'd have probably done that. I'd have tried to coordinate. I could have do that at the same time. So I might have to try and perfect that technique. But I'm trying to coordinate between watching Chelsea, Huddersfield, do the quiz, as well as watch that. So, I mean, I don't know if I can do 5 things at once. Right, make sure you've got your pencil and paper at the ready. Make sure you've got your team names coming through as and when you. Tastes fantastic. But just a reminder, if you are out and about, feel free to pop down to the Holmfirth Tavern. We are COVID safe. We've got plenty of measures intact here. So make sure that you can enjoy a drink, knowing that you are in good hands and in plenty of space as well. So if you want to come down to the Holmfirth Tavern, feel free to pop down anytime. I think we do have some live music on Saturday night. I'm just going to ask our prestigious leader. We've still got a couple of tables left. Yeah, we've still got a couple of tables left for the quiz. So not for the quiz, for the music on Saturday night. So if you want to book in, feel free to give us a ring or drop us a message on the Facebook Tavern page, and we can sort you a table out. If you're going to come down, make sure you are all part of the same household to stick with the COVID rules. And I think one rule that you guys can take advantage of whilst you're at home is not having to wear a mask whilst you're moving around. So there you go. So here we go. Let's start tonight's quiz. I think we've had enough of the boring stuff. Let's start and have a good quiz. So round 1, here we go. Question 1. Which TV baker was made a dame in the recent birthday honours list? So question 1. Which TV baker was made a dame in the recent birthdays honours list? There you go, nice easy one to start with. Question 2. Phil Redmond was made a knight in the list. He was the creator of which fictional school? So question 2. Phil Redmond was made a knight in the list. He was the creator of which fictional school? Feels strange being a little bit quieter, but unfortunately, yeah. Boris has probably put some fear in a few, so we've probably not got the normal uptake what we would have I know the Holmfirth Tavern quiz. It's probably one of the quieter ones for quite a while. Right, question three. Louise Gluck was the recent winner of which of the Nobel Prizes? So question three. Louise Gluck was the recent winner of which of the Nobel Prizes? Bish to the bash to the bosh, there you go. Right, question four. Both the Scottish and Northern Irish, sorry, I'll start out again, making me words mixed up. So both the Scottish and Northern Irish football teams did what for the first time last week? Right, so hopefully that is a little bit better. Let me just pull this a bit closer. Right, hopefully that is a little bit better. That's a little bit better for you all. Let me just see what it looks like. Yeah, you go. You can still see me aplenty. So, here we go again. So, question four again. Both the Scottish and Northern Irish football teams did what for the first time last week? So, question four. Both the Scottish and Northern Ireland football teams did what for the first time last week? Question five. With their new lead singer, Adam Lambert, which band recently topped the album chart with Live Around the World? So, question five. With their new lead singer, Adam Lambert, which band recently topped the album chart with Live Around the World? That was question five for you there. That was question five. Right, so what's next is question six. Named after a place in California, which U2 album was recently named as the best album of the 1980s? So question six, named after a place in California, which U2 album was recently named as the best album of the 1980s? I mean, if there was ever a good start to a quiz playing into Mr. Gary DJ Duncan's hands, I think this was pretty much it. He'll be loving life right now for the start of this quiz. Right, question seven. Michael Ahern was recently caught in his local Tesco with steroids and a CS gas canister. In days gone by, he played which ITV gladiator? Was it Warrior or Shadow? Question seven. Michael Ahern was recently caught in the local Tesco with steroids and CS gas canisters. In days gone by, he played which ITV gladiator? Was it Warrior or Shadow? It does feel a little bit quiet, but hopefully, we'll start to see more people come out about doing the quiz. Hopefully in the coming weeks. All right, question eight. Which supermarket was recently named as the UK's cheapest for the 5th year running? So question eight. Which supermarket was recently named as the UK's cheapest for the 5th year running? Question one again. Which TV baker was made a dame in the recent birthday honours list? Flying through the round. If you're a football fan, definitely a good night for lots of football. I think there's about 20 odd games on across the different leagues. Football aplenty. Question 9. Despite sounding French, the recent Eiffel Grand Prix was held in which country? So question 9. Despite sounding French, the recent Eiffel Grand Prix was held in which country? Right, and question 10, the final question in this round. Former journalist Allegra Stratton is being introduced in what role at 10 Downing Street? It's a role that is already in place at the US White House. So, question 10. Former journalist Allegra Stratton is being introduced in what role at 10 Downing Street? It's a role that is already in place at the US White House. There are your first 10 questions in round one. Right, now we're going to move on to round two, which is, as always, is the potluck round. So round two, question one. Born in Leamington Spa, Trina Gulliver is a multiple world champion in which sport? So round two, question one. Born in Leamington Spa, Trina Gulliver is a multiple world champion in which sport? Personally, never heard of her, but I'm sure she's blooming good at what she does. Right, question two, and this is really going to test my Spanish skills. So here we go. Laureate de Marlies or Lees is on which? Oh no, sorry. Laureate de Mar lies on which Spanish coaster? Costa. Spanish Costa? Yeah, Spanish Costa, innit? Right, so question two. Laureate de Mar lies on which Spanish costa? There you go. I eventually got it. So Laureate de Mar lies on which Spanish costa? There you go. I don't know. It's a bit of it's rubbing salt in the wound, that question, a little bit, to say that we all can't go away on a holiday anymore at the moment. But hopefully we are going to be like, yes, I know, mother. You can write Laureate de Mar, but it don't make any more sense than what it says in front of me. I can spell it in front of me at all. Unless you were spelling it for the good people out there, because I was saying it terribly either or. There you go. Right. Now I'm going to move on to French, I think, because I definitely am being tested on my incredibly bad talent of saying foreign words. So here we go. René Laennec, so that's Laennec, invented which medical aid? So question three, René Laennec, so that's Laennec, invented which medical aid? Oh, I tell you, the day that I get stitched up with quite a few of these foreign phrases, I definitely can't get any support from in the tab. There you go. What a day! What a day! Right, question four. In which Disney film does Jafar, the Sultan's Grand Vizier, first appear? Vizier. I think it's Vizier. There you go. So question four, in which Disney film does Jafar, the Sultan's Grand Vizier, first appear? That's an easy one. That is definitely an easy one for you to get. That was question four. Right, question five. Which cult English punk band was led by Joe Strummer? So question five, which cult English punk band was led by Joe Strummer? See, I could do my own set here, and obviously the audience would love it. I don't think I'd get much response there. Right, question six. What was the name of the ship commanded by Captain Pugwash? So question six. What was the name of the ship commanded by Captain Pugwash? See, if everybody had been here this way, they'd have realised how easy it was. It's been quite an alright quiz so far. Definitely one for the mix, but mixability. But I think it's been all right. There's been some good range of questions. Right. Question 7. What is the equivalent rank in the British Army of a Royal Navy captain? So, question 7. What is the equivalent rank in the British Army of a Royal Navy captain? Oh yeah, let's give George Eyre a shout out as well. Otherwise, I will get shouted at, I'm sure, at some point. She is playing online. Right, question 8. Gold and which other primary constituent make the alloy electrum? So question 8, gold and which other primary constituent make the alloy electrum? Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Right, question 9. Question 9. Through how many African countries does the equator pass? So, question 9. Through how many African countries does the equator pass? Beautiful. Beautiful. Right, and question 10, the final question in this round. What was the first name of the Austrian physicist Mach, so that's M-A-C-H, after whom the Mach number is named? So question 10, what was the first name of the Austrian physicist Mach, so that's M-A-C-H, after whom the Mach number is named? There you go, and that is your final question in question 10. That is your final question as in round 2. Now, everybody's favourite round, we're now going to move on to the double trouble round, round 3. So, as you can imagine, it's the same as every week. So this week, as always, there's 2 clues. The answer to 2 clues give you a bigger answer. Now, I know, even though I can't quite hear you, and obviously it's a little bit quiet on the chat, I know you're saying to me, we are struggling and we need an example. So, from the kindness of my heart, I will give you an example. So, if I was to say, legendary Northern Ireland and Manchester United footballer who assists the groom at a wedding, the answer would be. Yeah, I remember. I can't hear anybody. We're back to the lockdown days. Yes, I know you're all shouting it out loud. I knew you got this one this week, this example. The answer would be George Best Man, but we can shrink it down to George Best Man. George, look at this guy says I'm going to slap you. I don't know how Ellen feels about that. I mean, each to the road, Gary, each to the road. Ella's not even here this week. She's not even flirting with you. Right, so round 3, the double trouble. Let's go. Question 1. Enemy of Ming the Merciless is a broom-covered puppet. So round 3, question 1. Enemy of Ming the Merciless is a broom-covered puppet. There you go, that's your first one in round 3. Oh, lovely. Lovely. Right, question two. Question two. Small General Motors car is the star of Happy Gilmore. Love that film. Love it. So, question two. Small General Motors car is the star of Happy Gilmore. You'll get that from Happy Gilmore. What a film it is. What a cracking film. Better not say too much because I don't want to give it away. For those of you who are interested, obviously, I can give you your football update. And the other one I can give you is Huddersfield Town 0 and Derby 0. Oh, I've got Chelsea Seville is 0-0 as well. I'm sure you're interested in that one. And Manchester United 1. What? Oh, my word. So Manchester United 1 and Paris Saint-Germain 0. There you go. I don't think there's any other relevant scores at the moment. So, right. So, here we go. Number 3. Enfield and Whitehouse teenagers become TV lawyer. So, question 3. Enfield and Whitehouse teenagers become TV lawyer. Cool, that's a nice, easy one. So Enfield and Whitehouse teenagers become TV lawyer. Question 4. Strip show in search of a holy grail or a dead parrot. So question 4, strip show in search of a holy grail or a dead parrot. Tell you what, when you remember, when you think of that one, you'll go, yeah. Yeah, that's just one that'll just click. Click that one. Click that little light switch. Funds are getting dry now. Don't get much feedback when you're still staring at the screen. It was hard work doing it for all them weeks of lockdown, let alone doing it another one down in Tav. Right. Question 5. Withnail and I actor who was married to Anthea Turner. So question 5. Withnail and I actor who was married to Anthea Turner. That is your question 5 for tonight. That was question 5 for tonight. Right, question 6. Right, question 6. Prime Minister found between Easter and Whitsuntide. So question 6. Prime Minister found between Easter and Whitsuntide. Now, if you're not very good at double troubles, that's definitely one that you're probably going to be getting. So Prime Minister found between Easter and Whitsuntide. Definitely one that you might be getting there. Right, question 7. Inquisitive punctuation for the singer of Soft Cell. Question 7. Inquisitive punctuation for the singer of Soft Cell. Right, number 8. Question 8. Undertones track gives a whack like a donkey. So question 8. Undertones track gives a whack like a donkey. No, it does make a change having a lemonade over a beer. Taking it steady and nice to you see. Right, question 9, the penultimate question in this round. At last, singer who starred as our man Flint. So question 9, at last, singer who starred as our man Flint. I know there's been quite a mixed bunch here in the old double trouble rounds tonight. Some have been, I would say, kind of on the easier category, and some maybe of a little bit more challenging. But here is our final one for tonight's quiz in round 3. So, Irish comedian who can be no more than 4.5. Yeah, Irish comedian who can be no more than 4.25 inches wide. So, question 10. Irish comedian who can be no more than 4.25 inches wide. Yeah, that is your final one in this round. I'll just do is give you a minute or two just to get your head around the 10 old double trouble rounds before we swiftly move on to our kind of final round before we have a 2-minute break. Right, I think I'm all set up for the anagram round. Let's do that. Right, what we're going to do now is move on to the anagram round. So each round, each week even, round 4 is 5 anagrams, all based on the particular theme. This week, your theme is at the Chinese. So this week, your theme is at the Chinese. What I'll do is I will spell out what they are, but I will also say them as well, just so it does make it easier. Remember, you do have to use all the letters in the anagram, and it has to be spelled correctly when you write it down as well. So, here we go. So, tonight, here is your 5 anagrams at the Chinese. Hopefully it's kitty, but who knows. Right, so here we go, your 5 anagrams at the Chinese. Number 1 is brass pier. So that's BRASSPIER. So number 1 is brass pier. It is BRASSPIER. I'm going to zoom through these, so make sure you do look it down in the comment section if you're not doing already, so you can see what the anagrams are. Number 2 is accuse able bank. So that's ACCUSEABLEBANK. So there you go. So number 2 is accuse able bank. So that's ACCUSEABLEBANK. Right, number 3 is pour at Kirsch. Pour at Kirsch. So that's POURAKIRSCH. So number 3 is pour at Kirsch. That's POURAKIRSCH. Right, number 4 is nice haystack. So that's NICEHAYSTACK. So number 4 is nice haystack. That's NICEHAYSTACK. tell you what, this last one's a long one. And just spell it out. Wet. P-A-N-O-R-A-S. So, and number 5 is sets, wet, panoramas. So that's SETSWETPANORAMAS. So number 5 is sets, wet, panoramas. So that's SETSWETPANORAMAS. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is your final anagram in the round. What we're going to do is we're going to have a 3-minute interval. So what we'll do is we will rejoin the quiz back at 20:40 on my clock, which will roughly about 3 or 4 minutes time, plenty of time to either go and get yourself a new drink or go and use the bathroom. So make sure you do take advantage of this slight interval. Remember, on your anagram round, you are looking for things at the Chinese. So what I'll do is I'll see you in 3 minutes' time. Right, welcome back, everyone. Like I promised you, that was just a short break. So that was definitely 3 minutes by my clock. So hopefully you've had plenty of opportunity to solve your anagrams. Remember, you were looking for things at the Chinese. It's actually making me slightly peckish, but obviously I'm going to make sure that I don't delve into that tonight. I don't think that'll be any good for the waistline. Right, here we go. We're going to move on to round 5. Round 5. Question 1. So, which PFs were Puritans who emigrated to America? So the letters you're looking for are PF, but it says PF and then hyphenated little s. You're not looking for the S, just the P and the F. So which PFs were Puritans who emigrated to America? I better just clarify that because you'll be looking for a PF and an S, but it's not, it's just a PF and then it's an apostrophe S on that one. Question 2. What WE is something very large that nobody wants? Question 2. What WE is something very large that nobody wants? No, and Alex Braid does definitely not fit into that one. Before you all say it, don't need to be here to know what you're all saying. Right, question 3. Question 3. Which J.E. married her employer, Mr. Rochester? So question 3. Question 3. Which J.E. married her employer, Mr. Rochester? I think that's how you say it. Mr. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. Mr.
Yeah.
Rochester.
Yeah. Laura's got it. Do you know the answer as well, Laura?
I think most people do, right?
Well, you'd hope so. We've got quite a mixed audience. I mean, it is obvious to most. We've got quite a mixed audience on here. Shh, don't give too much away.
Sorry.
Jesus, can't make the quiz too easy for them. Right, so Laura's definitely got that one, so I knew most of you guys must be able to as well. Right, so question 4. That's just because she said it was easy. I'm not presuming yet. I'm not saying she's daft. Right, question 4. What BP is one of Picasso's most famous series of early paintings? So question 4. What BP is one of Picasso's most famous series of early paintings? Now, do you know that one, Laura? Oh, she's thinking. I can tell because there's some steam coming out and her glasses are getting steamed up and all.
I feel like you should know that.
Do you know what? To be honest, I'm not even sure I know it.
I'm trying to think.
I'm not even sure I know it.
Probably when you say it,
I can't even act clever and say, yeah, I know that. You catch me out, for sure.
Yeah.
But generally, like most people do with this one. Right, question 5 in round 5. What AFITP is something that is short-lived? So question 5. What AFITP is something that is short-lived? See, I don't know if that's tricky or not. AFITP. Don't say it out loud if you know it. I do that. That's the daft trick that I normally do. I normally give the answers away. I've done it on 2 occasions in the last 12 months. I think I have done that. Right, that's the end of round 5. What we're going to do now is move on to round 6, which is the penultimate round this evening, and it's the trivia trail round. So, just for a reminder, for all you loyal fans out there, this is how it works. I'll give you 10 general knowledge questions, but to give you a helping hand, the last letter of answer 1 will be the first letter of answer 2, the last letter of answer 2 will be the first letter of answer 3, the last letter of answer 3 will be the first letter of answer 4, and so on and so on and so on. So if you don't quite get answers 1 and 2, you might be able to get 3 and 4 and work your way backwards. Right, here we go. Round 6, question 1. Complete the title of the film. If it's Tuesday, it must be blank. So question 1 in round 6. Complete the title of the film. If it's Tuesday, it must be blank. Figure out what the blank is. figure out what the blank is. Question 2. Which word can precede the words research, town, and garden? So question 2, which word can precede words research, town, and garden? Well, that's an easy one. That's it. You'll be able to get that one, Laura. What do you mean you're not so sure? Oh, come on, you need to be getting better at this quiz, Lar.
I'm not the biggest. But I can do it.
Are you still in your probation period? Yeah. I don't know, it's still early days. I think your final test must be that you've got to get 100% on one of my quizzes. That's it. Every staff has got 100% apart from Chris. Every member of staff. That's why we've never had any. Right, question 3. According to the nursery rhyme, how many fiddlers did old King Cole have? So question 3, according to the nursery rhyme, how many fiddlers did old King Cole have? See, I'm not even too sure on that one. So, I don't even know that nursery rhyme. Do you know that nursery rhyme?
Yeah.
Is it an obvious one?
Yeah, I guess so, but I have an nephew as well, so I've been singing it.
Oh, right. Oh, right. So she's been singing it to a nephew who's walked the last week. Well, there you go.
So there we go, that's my answer.
Right, question 4. Which Scottish city is nicknamed the Anthems of the North? Athens of the North. There you go. So question 4, which Scottish city is nicknamed the Athens of the North? See, I think I've only done the quiz twice whilst you've been here, haven't you? Yeah. So something you'll pick up very, very quickly is that I can't actually say words. But normally I've got everybody here shouting me and take the big ass of me. Or I've got Gary DJ Duncan who sends me voice notes telling me what words should be. Yeah. It's quite a common thing now. It's not even funny to these guys. They just kind of take it as the norm. Right, question 5. In which TV series did the character Lord Ashfordley appear? So question 5. In which TV series did the character Lord Ashfordley appear? Yeah, that was question 5 in round 6. Question 6. Which group had top 10 hits in the 1990s with In Our Lifetime and Summer Sun? And that sun is in S-O-N. So question 6. Which group had top 10 hits in the 1990s with In Our Lifetime and Summer Sun? Bish to the bash to the bosh. Right, question 7. In which country does the River Rhine rise? So question 7. In which country does the River Rhine rise? So in which country does the River Rhine rise? Right, we're going to run through these last 3 questions in the round 6, the trivia trail round. Question 8. Nimes, so N-I-M-E-S, gives its name to which type of cloth? So question 8. Nimes, or Neems, gives its name to which type of cloth? Right, question 9. What is described as the lighter way to enjoy chocolate? So question 9, what is described as the lighter way to enjoy chocolate? And question 10, the final question in this round. What was the first Spice Girls single not to reach #1 in the British charts? So question 9, question 10, what was the first Spice Girls single not to reach #1 in the British charts? Right, that is the end of round 6, your trivia trail round for tonight. Right, we're going to move on to round 7, the who, what, where, and when round. So round 7, a who, what, where, and when round. I'm sure all of you know it by now, but what I'll say is I'll go through the rules very quickly. So we've got 5 clues, all related to something or someone. These clues worth different amount of points. Clue 1 is worth 10 points, clue 2 is worth 8 points, clue 3 is worth 6 points, clue 4 is worth 4 points, and clue 5 is worth 2 points. You can enter the round at any point by dropping a message in the comment section saying declared. But once you've declared, you're locked in for the round. So the sooner you go in, the more points available. But the later you go into the round, the less points available. Kabroosh. Right, as soon as we move on to the next clue, that you've lost the opportunity to participate as part of that round. So, here we go. Round 7. This week, you are looking for an actor. So, round 7, you are looking this week for an actor. Remember, if you think you know what it is, put declared in the bottom right-hand corner. Do not put the answer, and we will find out what we are looking for tonight. So, clue 1. He was born in West Germany in 1955. So, your first clue is he was born in Germany, West Germany, I'll be specific, West Germany in 1955. How many actors do you know who were born in West Germany in 1955? Now, I don't think... Oh, there you go. We've got one person declared. Alice and Andrew have declared. Right, I'm going to move on to clue 2. After leaving school, he had a variety of jobs, including as a private investigator and as a security guard for Salem Nuclear Power Plant. Oh, Robert, Rebecca, unless you've got a delay there, I've already started on clue 2, so you're on clue 2. So after leaving school, he had a variety of jobs, including a private investigator and as a security guard at Salem Nuclear Power Plant. Right, have we got anybody else declaring? There was a delay. Oh, right, yeah. We've heard that old trick before, Robert, Rebecca. We've heard that. Oh, there was a delay. All right, just trying to get them extra points. We've seen you. We can see you sticking out. We can see you sticking out. Don't you worry. We've seen you. What do we think, people? Do we think there was a delay? Actually, you guys will probably know better than me. Right, we're going to move on to clue 3. It doesn't look like we've got anybody else declaring after clue 2. So clue 3, here we go. He has made several records. His debut album, The Return of Bruno, was released by Motown in 1987. So clue 3, he has made several records. His debut album, The Return of Bruno, was released by Motown in 1987. Robert says, we need the extra points, Lou. Now, I don't know if you need the Lou or you need the extra point to go to the Lou. I don't know if this is a little game you and Rebecca play between you. I see now there was a delay in the comments. You put lol, right, okay. I didn't know. It could have been your little thing, since she's left home and stuff. I didn't know if you got like a little click and stuff. That was it. You play who can go to the toilet first. Oh, toilet humour. That's what I've resulted to in these unnormal times. Right, so anybody else going to be declaring after that? Right, clue 4 for 4 points. We're on to 4 points now. He is one of the co-founders of Planet Hollywood. Oh, I think Gary just snuck in there. So clue 4 for 4 points. He is one of the co-founders of Planet Hollywood. Right, there we go. So Jerry and Mike have declared. We've got the Spaniards have declared as well. And we've got the Bardsley's declaring. We've got a few declaring now. I think we've nearly got a full house. So what I'll do is I'm going to go through the final clue. And this, if you haven't got it already, sure as damn it, you'll definitely got it after this one. He is best known for his role as John McClane in the Die Hard films. So clue 5 was he was best known for his role as John McClane in the Die Hard films. Right, there you go, guys. That is the end of tonight's quiz. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you 30 seconds to get your final answers in before I run through the answers of tonight's quiz. So be prepared, because we will run through these. Normally, I would say that you could say them with me, but I don't think you'll be able to time quick enough, or according to the delay which Rob and Rebecca says exists. Remember, it's 1 point per answer, no half points in this quiz. If it's not the answer that I've got written down in front of me, then the answer is wrong. You can challenge me, but the chances are it will still be wrong tonight. So here we go. Let's start tonight's answers. So round 1, question 1. Which TV baker was made a dame in the recent birthday honours list? It's Mary Berry. Question 2. Phil Redmond was made a knight in the list. He was the creator of which fictional school? It was Grange Hill. Question 3. Louise Gluck was the recent winner of which of the Nobel Prizes? It was literature. Question 4. Both Scottish and Northern Irish football teams did one for the first time last week. Won a penalty shootout. So now if you've just put they won, that's wrong. I want won a penalty shootout. Question 5, with their new lead singer, Adam Lambert, which band recently topped the album chart with Live Around the World? It was Queen. Question 6, named after a place in California, which U2 album was recently named as the best album in the 1980s? It was the Joshua Tree. The Joshua Tree. Yes! Russell Townsend scored as well. Yes! Here we go. Right, question 7. Michael Hearn was recently caught in his local Tesco with steroids and CS gas canisters. In days gone by, he played which ITV gladiator, Warrior or Shadow? The answer is Warrior. Question 8. Which supermarket was recently named as the UK's cheapest for the 5th year running? It was Asda. Question 9. Despite sounding French, the recent Eiffel Grand Prix was held in which country? It is Germany, indeed Nürburgring. And question 10 in this round. Former journalist Allegra Stratton is being introduced in what role at 10 Downing Street? It's a role that is already in place at the US White House. It is press secretary. It is indeed the press secretary. Oh, look at this. My old telephone's buzzing with people delighted that Huddersfield Town have just scored a goal. Bish bash bosh, let's hope we can keep the lead. Right, round 2, question 1. Born in Leamington Spa, Trina Gulliver is a multiple world champion in which sport? It was darts. Question 2. Laureate de Mar lies on which Spanish costa? It's Costa Brava, which I believe I have been to. Question 3. René Laniek invented which medical aid? It was a stethoscope. Question 4. In which Disney film did Jafar, the Sultan's Grand Vizier, first appear? It's Aladdin. Question 5. Which English punk band was led by Joe Strummer? It was The Clash. Question 6. What was the name of the ship commanded by Captain Pugwash? It was the Black Pig. Question 7. What is the equivalent rank in the British Army of a Royal Navy captain? It is Colonel. Question 8. Gold and which other primary constituent made the alloy electrum? It is silver. Question 9. Through how many African countries does the equator pass? The answer is 7. And question 10. What was the first name of the Austrian physicist Mark, after whom the Mark number is named? The answer is Ernst. E-R-N-S-T. Right. Oh, man. People must be really... People must be really happy with... let's have a look. Oh, my word. Right, here we go. Right, going to carry on. So, round 3 was the double trouble round. So, number 1, enemy of Ming the Merciless is a broom-covered puppet. The answer was Flash Gordon the Gopher? Number 2, Small General Motors car is the star of Happy Gilmore? The answer is Vauxhall Adam Sandler. Question 3, Enfield and White House teenagers became TV lawyer? The answer is Kevin and Perry Mason. Number 4, strip shirt in search of a holy grail or a dead parrot? That was the full Monty Python. Question 5, with Nail and I actor who was married to Anthea Turner? So that was Richard E. Grant Bouvet. Question 6, Prime Minister found between Easter and Whitsuntide? That was Theresa Mayday. Question 7, inquisitive punctuation for the singer of Soft Cell? Almond. Question 8, Undertones track gives a whack like a donkey? That's Teenage Kicks Like a Mule. Question 9, At Last Singer who starred as our man Flint? That was Etta James Coburn. And question 10, Irish comedian who could be no more than 4.25 inches wide? It was Jimmy Cricket Bat. Right, round 4 was the anagram round. So round 4, question 1, brass pier was spare ribs. Number 2, accused Abel Bank was black bean sauce. Question 3 was pora kirsch, which was char siu pork. Number 4 was nice haystack, which was chicken satay. And number 5 was Set's wet panoramas, which was sesame prawn toast. Round 5, I'll have a P, please. So round 5, number 1 was which PS were Puritans who emigrated to America? The answer was Pilgrim Fathers. Number 2, what W is something very large nobody wants? It's a white elephant. Number 3, which JE married her employer, Mr. Rochester? The answer was Jane Eyre. Number 4, what BP is one of Picasso's most famous series of early paintings? The answer was Blue Period. And number 5, what AFITP is something that is short-lived? The answer is a flash in the pan. Right, so round 6, the trivia trail round. Number 1, complete the title of the film. If it's Tuesday, it must be Belgium. Question 2, which word could precede the words research, town and garden? The answer is market. Question 3, according to the nursery rhyme, how many fiddlers do Old King Cole have? The answer is 3. Question 4, which Scottish city is nicknamed the Athens of the North? It is Edinburgh. Question 5, in which TV series did the character Lord Ashford live here? The answer is Heartbeat. Question 6, which group had top 10 hits in the 1990s with In Our Lifetime and Summer Sun? The answer is Texas. Question 7, in which country does the River Rhine rise? The answer is Switzerland. Question 8, Nimes gives its name to which type of cloth? Denim. Question 9, what is described as the lighter way to enjoy chocolate? It is indeed everyone's favourite Maltesers. And question 10, what was the first Spice Girls single not to reach number 1 in the British charts? The answer was Stop. S-T-O-P. Right, question round 7, who, what, where, and when? This week we're looking for an actor who was born in West Germany in 1955. After leaving school, he had a variety of jobs, including as a private investigator and as a security guard at Salem nuclear power plant. He has made several records. His debut album, The Return of Bruno, was released by Motown in 1987. He was one of the co-founders of Planet Hollywood, and he was best known for his role as John McClane in the Die Hard films. Yes, you are right, ladies and gentlemen. If you have put Bruce Willis, you have bagged yourself the points. Right, what I need you to do now is very quickly to add up how many correct points you have. Write it in the comment section, and we will announce tonight's winners of the quiz. Right, here we go. So, Jerry and Mike have got 39. The Spaniards have got 29, and a bit of a cat and a crane face. Alice and Andrew have got 36. Robert and Rachel have got 19. It's a good effort. The Bardsleys have got 38. And I think... Oh, no, I'm still waiting for Gary and Helen. Still waiting for Gary and Helen. No rush, guys, over there. Oh, did I say Rachel? Oh, right. Sorry. Robert and Rebecca. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I do apologise. It's a bad thing to get the old siblings mixed up. So sorry, Robert and Rebecca. Right. So we've got. I need the score to come through from Gary. If not, and then I think I will have to declare tonight's winners as Jerry and Mike. I'm going to have to give tonight's winners as Jerry and Mike. Let's give a round of applause. Bish bash bosh, fantastic. 39 points is always a very impressive score. There you go. Coming in at the last minute, Gary and BJ and Helen. We've got 38. So tonight's winners is definitely Jerry and Mike with 39 points. Davidosi. That is fantastic. Right, what we're going to do is let's have a look. We're going to go and do the tiebreaker question. What I need to do is add together 3 numbers and put your answer in the bottom right-hand corner. If it's the team who get the closest, will bag tonight's points of winning absolute sweet bugger all. So here is your tiebreaker for tonight. You need to add together the length in minutes of the film Hudson Hawk with the highest chart position for Urban Guerrilla by Hawkwind, and the third one is the average weight in grams of an adult male Harris hawk. So here we go. You need to add together the length in minutes of the film Hudson Hawk with the highest chart position for Urban Guerrilla by Hawkwind with the average weight in grams of an adult male Harris hawk. Right, quickly as you can, let's get the scores in and let's find out who has got closest for tonight's tiebreaker. Boom. A reminder again, you're adding together the length in minutes of the film Hudson Hawk, the highest chart position for Urban Guerrilla by Hawkwind, and the average weight in grams of an adult male Harris hawk. Put your answers in the comment section and we'll find out who tonight's winners are. Right, we've got some guesses coming in. So far we've got from Robert and Rebecca, 1,716. From Jerry and Mike, we've got 1,440. From the Barnsleys, we've got 756. From Alison and Andrew, we've got 1,236. Any more for any more? 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 Oh, and Andrew says 818. 818. Any more for any more? Going once. Who we've got left to come in? I think we've got everyone in. So let's run through the answers. Let's go through the answers and find out who the closest was in tonight's quiz. For the tiebreaker, so the length in minutes of the film Hudson Hawk was 100. The highest chart position for Urban Guerrilla by Hawkwind was 39, and the average weight in grams of an adult male Harris hawk was 701, which means the answer I was looking for was 840, which means tonight's winner is Andrew with 818. Let's give him a round of applause. Right, ladies and gentlemen, that does pull us to the end of tonight's quiz. As always, that is an absolute pleasure. Well, we have got an appeal to put out there. Unfortunately, I am unavailable to do the quiz in 2 weeks' time. And we are looking for an alternative quizmaster to come and take the reins. So if you fancy a chance of coming to be a quizmaster for the night down here at the Holmfirth Tavern in 2 weeks' time, please either drop me a message or drop a message on the chat or get in touch with Chris at the Holmfirth Tavern. Like I say, if you do want to take part, you will be in the corner out of the way, so you will be well away from everybody who is doing the quiz. And you can be in your own little bubble in the corner. So if you are able to do the quiz for us in 2 weeks' time, it would be much appreciated. Feel free to put your hand up and come and join us down here at Holmfirth Tavern. Well, not me, because I won't be here, but hopefully there will be somebody to take my position to do the quiz. Lovely, ladies and gentlemen, that does bring us to the end of tonight's quiz. Thank you so much for taking part, as always. It's a pleasure, as always, being your host as well. It's been a fantastic evening. Ladies and gentlemen, this is where I do say good night, God bless. Thank you very much, and I hope you all have a fantastic week. Good night, everybody. Good night. Oh no, Gary's working. Gary's working. Gary, if you've got any other suggestions, feel free to let Chris know or let myself know. Night, everybody. We're going to call on in 3, 2, 1.